While debate continues about plans to import foreign workers for huge resources projects, those on the ground say it's little wonder mining companies are having trouble recruiting workers locally. In Karratha and other northwest towns, the high cost of living, shortage of accommodation and lack of amenities are just some of the obstacles keeping workers away.
It's a mining town that's booming in every way, but for the people who live here, the sky-high prices can be crippling.
I nearly died. But I thought, because someone told us that there are a lot of jobs, I thought I'd make it, and I stayed, and I did make it.
Wilma Rounds landed a job driving buses in Karratha within days of moving from Sydney. She now lives in a tiny donga, but says it's a big improvement on her previous house.
There were 9 people living in that house, but it's like that the whole of Karratha.
For construction worker David Pike, the promise of big bucks was enough to lure him and his girlfriend away from Melbourne, even if it means living in a bus.
Oh, you have to sacrifice a lot. It's hard on yourself. It's hard on your relationship. It's hard in general. But in the long run, hopefully it's worth it.
If life is hard for those on a 6-figure salary, imagine running a small business in the town and competing for workers.
The organisations that pay basic wages like, $25 an hour, which is a normal wage, they can't compete with the $45 and $50 that they're paying elsewhere.
A great deal of building is underway to try to alleviate a drastic shortage in affordable accommodation, but it's still unlikely to make a dent in the shortfall. It's one of the key reasons generous government incentives have largely failed to lure enough workers west. There's simply nowhere to put them. The WA government is spending over $1 billion turning towns like Karratha into modern, more livable cities. But that's going to take years, and for those who live here now, those changes can't come soon enough. Jane Norman, ABC News, Karratha.